Alright, I think we got this. We're gonna head back to Ravenaster. Welcome back, guys. We are doing our first hunt. Okay, so technically it's not truly like our first hunt. We did a hunt in the beginning of the game, but it was part of the regular game. It's not that big a deal. Anyway, this is the first of my hunt playlist. We're gonna go through and hunt quite a few. As many as we can get through right now before we have to get back to the main storyline. See, the first one we've got is Thextera. It's a mutant wolf. We need to talk to Gatsley and Ravenaster. Seek brave souls for slaying a fearsome beastie. My future rests on your swift response. My name is Gatsy. Seek me in the Sandsea Tavern. So he's here in the tavern where we're at. Will you go speak to the petitioner? Yes, I will. Okay. Now, the way I'm going to do these is, obviously it shows where he's at. The way I'm going to do these is I'm going to... Here's Gatsley. You saw my bill? My bill to hunt Thextera? If you're looking for Gatsley, you found him. I own a shop over in the bazaar, but times have been tough, so I put in an order for some new goods, hoping to stir up some business. Put up everything I own as collateral against that shipment. Trouble is, this beastie in the Westerson's been attacking the caravans. As it happens, my goods are supposed to be arriving by way of the Westerson too. If this Thextera were to attack what of my goods? Please, you must kill Thextera for me. Accept the hunt and I'll tell you where to find it. We're gonna accept it, obviously. Now we're talking. Thextera stalks the Westerson in a region known as Galtea Downs. The caravan drivers said they were set upon along the cliff wall to your left as you leave the city via the west gate. That's our clue. They give you clues on how to find who you're hunting. I'm depending on you. If our shop goes under, my wife and I will be turned out on the streets. Well, that would suck. Alright, we are hunting Thextera. Alright, so we know that we have to go to the Westerson. So the first step is to make our way to the Western Gate. Yeah, I know. I could have used the Mooglin. No, I don't care. Yeah. We are going. Alright. Now, as you saw before, the West Gate is this way. It says to the Esterson, and the one to the south says to the Giza Plains. I wonder if they ever thought about calling it the South Sands or the Southern Plains. I mean, I'm glad they came up with Giza Plains. It's a much more, what's the word I'm looking for, creative name than, you know, Esterson and Westerson. But I get it. I mean, we're supposed to be a small kingdom with, you know, simple folk. We don't have floating airships that, you know, can fire massive cannons down at the city. Alright, let's hurry up. And this is apparently our first time going into the Westerson. The Dalmasco Westersand. It's not as forgiving as the Estersand is. Now, they said to look left. So, we're gonna go over here. And yeah, this is partly because I already know where he's at. You see the big, well, you see the big guy. If you look at the mini-map, he is the big red dot. He's not going to be easy to kill. But he should be a lot easier to kill now than he would have been earlier in the game. Oh, well. That's more like what I'm used to. So as you can see, these are going to be very short. Well, some of them. They're going to get longer, I promise you. Actually, I'm kind of thinking about heading back and then doing the next one. Yeah, let's do that. Get a little bit more done. No nonsense. Get her done. No, I'm not Larry the Cable Guy. Some of these are going to take a lot longer. Some of these we're going to have to make use of the Moogling in order for it to fit in the time constraints that the software I have has. I can only make an hour-long video. That's why I haven't made anything longer than that. All right, first things first. Let's talk to Gatsy. You did it. You brought down Thextera. Thank you. Thank you so much. You saved me and my wife. This isn't much, but I want you to take it for helping us out. It's your wife and I. My wife and I. Yeah, my wife and I. Okay. But if you happen to be near the bazaar, say hello, agreed? Okay. So, he's gonna give us more. There's a Wraith, a Nidhogg, and the Flowering Cactoid. The Flowering Cactoid is the easiest of the three, but you gotta go all the way to the you gotta talk to Dantro in the Westerson, or in the Esterson. So I'm gonna talk to the Wraith first, because that's here in Ravenaster. That's down in Lowtown. One of the children saw a ghost. Now he's so frightened he's locked himself in an abandoned house. Please come as soon as you can. Okay. I will go and speak to the petitioner. We'll get these two done, and then we'll call that an episode for tonight. And then we'll start the next episode when we go to do the Flowering Cactoid, because that one's going to take a little longer. Alright. It's right there. Okay, so we go straight up here to the northern end. And as funny as it is, we're gonna go talk to Milla, which is this young lady right here. You've come about the bill? Wonderful. I had started to think I'd posted it in vain. I'll not mince words. A child has shut himself inside this house because he's frightened of a ghost he says he saw in the neighborhood. He said he'd come out if I got rid of the ghost, so I went looking for it to humor him, you see. Imagine my surprise when I found out it was real. There was no way I could deal with it on my own, so I needed to call a hunter. Will you hunt this ghost for me? Yeah. Thank you so much. I saw this ghost in the Garamscythe waterway. Just down through Storehouse 5. It's an apparition called a Wraith, and I think it came to avenge the cruel slaying of rats and other poor denizens in the waterway. I'm not pointing fingers. It doesn't really matter who did these things. But this apparition is here, and it must be dealt with. I leave it to you. Not pointing fingers. Not. Uh-huh. Alright. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna take care of this. If you remember, at the very beginning of the game, this is where we fought the rats, and where Vaughn earned his Von Ratsbane name. I believe we gotta go in here. I thought. Been a little bit. There you are. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Alright, it is time. Let's see. All right. Why? Accidentally turn them off. Made it through that one. Goodness gracious, I didn't realize I was gonna not be prepared. Alright, let's go over here real quick and heal. Alright. take a second and save. Alright, do we have time for a third? I think we're just going to go ahead and turn this one in. Collect our reward, and then we'll start the next time. This way. It's so easy to get disorienting when you're flipping that thing around so much. Nice little reward. Head right up here. Alright, next time we're going to tackle this flowering cactoid. So, join us next time.